Many teams put together incredible seasons and championship runs. Here's our countdown of the top teams of the year. And we begin with number 5, and that's Real Madrid, who was really a super team this year. They captured the La Liga title, the Champions League title, and of course they were led by one of our top athletes of the year, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, he just put together sort of the culminating year in his storied career. And when that happens, Real Madrid's going to be doing pretty well as well.
Yeah, they were a powerhouse, and all they did was really win, win, win every opportunity they had. That's why they come in at number 5 this year.
At number 4, we have the Patriots. They won another Super Bowl to the dismay of many, the 5th in franchise history, 34-28 in overtime over the Falcons. If you just read the score, you wouldn't know the whole story because of the score early on in that game.
Yeah, coming back from 28-3 to win the Super Bowl in overtime. In other years and other teams probably would have been a bit higher on this list, but because they're the Patriots, because we've seen this before, because it's Belichick, Brady, and their 5th title, they fall in at number 4, I think.
They've reached the status where nothing surprises you.
Yeah.
And they're in this rarefied air where people are always looking to predict the downfall of stuff. And I won't do it with certain people and teams, including the Patriots, because I don't need to be first. You know, when it's there, it'll happen. I don't need to be the one who called it.
Yeah, we'll all know when it happens. Clemson comes in at number 3, their national title win over Alabama, the first for the school since 1981. And now they're back in this college football playoff as the number 1 overall team. This was the opposite. Clemson knocked off the big bad Bama, captured the hearts of college football nation. I think there's teams that kind of hate on Alabama like they hate on the Patriots. Saban, Belichick, comparisons there. But the year belonged to Deshaun Watson and the Tigers.
Yeah, a lot of people talked about Alabama winning last year like it was a fait accompli, and that did not happen, of course, thanks to Deshaun Watson. But he's not there anymore, and they're right back where they were. So a really good all-around year for Clemson. At number 2, the Golden State Warriors. I mean, they could be number 1, but some people thought, yeah, they just did what they should. Defeating the Cavs in 5 games to win the NBA title. Of course, the 2nd title in 3 years after adding Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and it was just that. It may have been too easy for this to be the team of the year. The way they ran through the season, they add Kevin Durant, and when you add Kevin Durant to that roster, you're supposed to win, right? And they made it look pretty easy in the finals, too. 5 games over LeBron and the Cavs gets them the number 2 spot. I think justifiably so. And they could be there once again this year, coming in 2018.
You know, they do a lot of things in a commendable fashion, share the basketball, move without the basketball. Of course, they shoot it from almost anywhere on the court. But they're basically a cheat code. And they've sort of changed the standards by which every other team is measured. Because sometimes it's almost not fair, right? You say, oh, this is a great team, but they can't beat the Warriors. And they've become the measuring stick of all teams in sports.
Yeah, it's tough being good these days. You don't get as much respect, I guess, if you're expected to win year on and year out. A team that wasn't expected to win comes in at number 1 on the list, and that's the Houston Astros, which makes them our adrenaline performer, presented by Toyota. Let's go places. The Astros were 101-61 on the season with a plus 196 run differential. Of course, they won 2 consecutive Game 7 series to nab their first World Series win. First World Series in franchise history. They do it in 7 games over the Dodgers. And what goes in the story, upon the story here, what happened to the city of Houston, what the Astros did to rejuvenate the comeback of that city. They really captured the heart of baseball fans and really sports fans around the country.
Great team, great story. And how was Sports Illustrated not going to put the Astros at number 1 after it was called on the cover? Very famously. So once again, the top 5 at number 1, we've got the Astros. At number 2, the Warriors. At number 3, Clemson. Number 4 is the Patriots. And number 5, Real Madrid.